BLN.FM. BLN.FM. So klingt die Stadt. So klingt die Stadt. So klingt die Stadt.
You're my hero because of BBC One Extra, and you did a show there for quite a long years. Now you quit. Why?
Well, I haven't really quit. I've gone back to radio. I'm going to be broadcasting on a network titled XFM in the UK, and they had given me a fantastic primetime platform, which is what I always dreamed of, really, what I always kind of believed was really the next step for all the music that we love and believe in, you know. So the BBC were amazing people. They gave me 14 years of freedom, and I have absolutely nothing but love and respect for them. But there comes a point in life where you feel the music that you love and cherish, the artists that you're passionate about and that you've always championed, the audience that you care about so much deserves something better. So I left the BBC and I went in search of a better time slot in the UK, and my mission was to push this music into prime time and to break every rule in radio, and we've done that. And I have the show on XFM. It's every Saturday night from 7 till 10, and I'm going to be pushing out from September the 5th even broader to 5 shows a week. So it's kind of everything that I've ever dreamed of coming true right now. I couldn't be happier.
Congratulations to that, first of all.
Thank you very much.
So one of the reasons why the stage you just played came into being was, I guess, the name, the label Dubstep, and one of the major roles in bringing that music direction forward was your show. So how does it feel to be the mother of dubstep?
I don't know if I'm the mother, really. I think back in the early part of January in 2006, we created a program called Dubstep Wars on BBC Radio 1, which has come to be known as the kind of global tipping point for the sound. And it was just a question of watching this incredible energy building in this underground scene in London at the time, and this amazing, diverse family of producers, this network of producers creating music that I've never heard before in my life. And in spite of the fact that there were maybe only a handful of people in the clubs, you know, the first time I ever saw Scream play, there were 3 people in the club. There was myself, Scream's girlfriend, Hatcher, and the barman, and that was it in the entire club. But I had such passionate belief in this sound that I pulled together 7 of the key players, and we threw down this live radio show. And I had the sense that night in the studio that we had really created something very, very different and very, very special, but I had no idea really that the impact would be so significant globally. But I remember Dubstep Forum, which is the main forum that all the dubstep community comes together and discuss on. They had maybe 200 members at the time, and DJ Distance, who was one of the DJs who played that night, put a little post up, a little thread to say, oh yeah, we're doing this little show with Marianne on Radio 1, check it out. And within 5 days, there'd been 20,000 hits on this thread. And for a forum that only had 200 members, we were just, it blew our minds completely that this could be happening. So I think as a broadcaster, if you have an opportunity once in a lifetime to deliver a show like that, it's a miracle, you know. And that was a miracle, definitely it was. Yeah.
Could it be that people were just like waiting for a label for this kind of music, or dubstep was there for quite a long years before it was named dubstep in a way, so and then got really massive when it got branded as being dubstep? So could it be that people were just like waiting for a label to put it, I don't know, somewhere where they can name it as being the kind of music they like?
That's a possibility. I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. Dubstep was first, I guess, well, formed. It was an evolution. It came out of garage music, out of dark garage music, around about the year of 2000, 2001. And really, there was some incredible music made by the likes of Oris J, who's playing in Katowice tonight, Zed Bias, Steve Gurley, Horsepower Productions, but the scene was tiny at that point. It was literally maybe 5 original producers who were involved, and that was it. And for me, I kind of, I suppose my epiphany, my really pivotal moment with dubstep was at the point at which I stepped through the doors at DMZ in South London, and that experience in that club changed my life forever, completely. And I feel DMZ kind of created a different sound and a new momentum with the whole scene, and fed that back into Forward, which was obviously the key club that had been supporting dubstep from the earliest times. And I know many people who kind of caught that DMZ wave and rode it and felt that their lives were profoundly changed as a consequence. So I think it was more about there being two distinct generations, an initial originating generation and then the DMZ generation that emerged around 2005.
So if there could be one prophet, it could be just you. So what would be the state of dubstep in 2012?
Well, you know what? The beauty of dubstep, I think, is now that it's less of a sound, really, a core sound, and more of a spirit of freedom. I'm really convinced of that, and I think dubstep has inspired so many people. The diversity of people that you would hear playing on this stage tonight, you know, UK funky producers like Roscoe, all the way through to people like Darkstar, who are creating this beautiful, atmospheric, deeply textured live experience now. All of these people, obviously Pearson sound, originally inspired by the whole DMZ generation as well. They've all kind of come together and taken an element of dubstep, but then reconfigured it and made it their own, which is the most exciting thing about the scene, I think, really. That if you had to nail a core dubstep man, for me it would still be Mala from Digital Mystics. That for me is a pure dubstep sound, but I think everything that has been inspired by those years, maybe 2005, 2006, has meant producers seizing that energy, but then very much going off to develop their own sounds, which is really healthy, I think.
Okay, from dubstep to radio again. So you're broadcasting on a normal FM frequency radio, but also on the internet, and you did that on BBC One Extra, and will do it, I guess, in the future as well. So do you see a difference in an FM radio frequency and an internet, and where is the difference, and what's better? If you can say so.
What I like is the fact that there are many different ways to access the show that I'm doing now at XFM. Say, for example, you can listen on an FM frequency, but you can also listen across the UK on DAB. You can listen right around the world online. And then you can also buy, not even buy, they're free, the apps, for iPhones, iPads, Blackberries, and there's also an Android that you can get for free, which means you can also listen to the show on the move now. You can have an iPhone in your pocket and still be listening, which is fantastic. So for me, it's not really a question of what's better. It depends on what set of circumstances you find yourself in as a human being. You know, you might be in Japan and in Tokyo wandering around the streets and want to listen to it on an iPod that you have in your pocket, or an iPhone that you have in your pocket, and it's phenomenal to think that technology is now available, that you can just download the app for free in moments and access the show in a myriad of different ways. So that's really important, I think.
So you see a future for both of them, like FM frequencies and internet and stuff like that? They can get along together? Absolutely,
yeah. I mean, I think people still do like that old school experience of listening to FM radio, but more and more as you move towards the younger generation, they're the people who want to be kind of rocking around with their iPhone in their pocket, just listen to whatever they want to as they're walking down the street. And the free apps that you can get now are absolutely mind-blowing in terms of what they can deliver in streaming capacity, and also in terms of sound quality. It's fantastic. So, you know, it's good. There's room for everything. There's space.
Personally, you worked on really awesome compilations. Will there be a next one?
That's a good question. A lot of people have asked that question. Not right now, but possibly in the future. Yeah, possibly.
Means when? What year?
I don't know. I'll come back to you on that one.
Okay. For me, that was it. It was short. Thanks a lot.
BLN.FM. BLN.FM. So klingt die Stadt. So klingt die Stadt. So klingt die Stadt.